right. Good evening, USFFL. This is the commish. We are getting ready for the NFC title game tonight. Very excited to say that. So let's get ready with that here. Let everybody know that the broadcast is ready. All right, that should let everybody in. Let's get into the game. And last but not least, we will double check StreamYard. You're looking at me. That's not why you're here. Oh, we got sounds of action already. Not on mute. Shared screen. We should be good to go. You should be looking at it. It looks like maybe we are just the kickoff in. And in fact, Trenton Cannon returns a kick 14 yards only. And the San Francisco 49ers will open up the NFC title game with possession at their own 16-yard line. Excited to call this one. Niners on first down, looking at a quick in pass over the middle, empty zone. It's still incomplete, however. Kyle Juszczyk, fullback, misses it on receiver wrong. It's 2nd and 10. The 49ers are coached by Rich Pierce. Rich coming off a upset of the Packers in the divisional round, knocking off the 1 seed to get here against their division rival in the NFC title game. On 2nd and 10, the Seahawks bring their safety up close, showing blitz, and it's going to be a deep pass, but brought down on a sack is Garoppolo, sacked by Raheem Green. Loss of 9 on the play. That's 3rd and 19 at the 7. So big sack for the Seahawks. Sets up a 3rd and long. Niners will stay in their blocking back formation, even in the long yardage situation. Seahawks will be in the nickel. Here comes a 3rd down screen pass, and that's going to be a loss again. Drop for 3-yard loss on that play, Elijah Mitchell. So credit the Seahawks defense for forcing a quick 3 and out. It's 4th and 22 from the 4-yard line. San Francisco punting from deep in their end. Fielded at the 44, and a nice return there by Freddie Swain. The Seattle Seahawks at home for the NFC title game get their first possession in San Fran territory at the 33-yard line. So great starting field position. Seahawks coached by Dennis Crowley. First down call by Crowley is an off-tackle run. Rashad Penny's going to pick up 2 yards. Penalty is going to wipe that play away, though. 5 yards on the offense. Back him up. It's 1st and 15 now at the 38. Seattle's long field goal range goes out to the 37 at a 2 through 6 clip, and then it gets progressively a little better each range, obviously, but in this case, every range is a little better. First and 15, it's going to be another run up the middle to Rashad Penny. He is key. He's going to pick up 4 on the defensive card. And it's 2nd 11 at the a 4-time USFFL champion in this league. He's won 4 Super Bowls. I know because he's beat me in 2 of those 4 wins. He is looking, as they say, one for the thumb. Here's a run up the middle to Rashad Penny, and that's going to be a pickup of 7 yards on the defensive card. Sets up a 3rd and 4 here at the 27-yard line. It's a 2 through 7, 12 field goal from here. 2 to 8, 11, and 12 next zone up. And on 3rd and 4, blocking back, Rashad Penny staying in as the tailback. Defense guesses pass. It is. Back to pass, looking short to Tyler Lockett. The quarterback's flush, so Wilson's looking for their target. He's going to DK Metcalf. Needs 4. It's incomplete. Russ Wilson cannot find the completion on his card. It's 4th and 4 at the 27. From here, 2 through 7 and 12. Dennis is an aggressive coach on 4th downs. We know that. 4th and 4 at the 27. With those field goal odds and his profile, I got to think he's going for this. Substantiated by the fact that we still don't have that play call, or I should say the formation. There's your formation. The Seahawks on their first drive are going to go for it. 4th and 4 at the San Francisco 27-yard line. Coming out with blocking back formation, DJ Dallas is the tailback. '49ers sit up in the 4-3. Nick Bosa, who missed the second half of the divisional playoff game, is healthy for this one. And on 4th and 4, he's looking deep, going deep, and he is brought down with a sack. Sack on the play by Arden Key. And at a key moment, to say the least. Big 4th down sack, and San Francisco takes over. Both teams still looking for their first down in this one after a pair of 3 and outs. In this one, bails San Fran had a terrible field position to start this game. Now 1st and 10 at their own 35. And here's a pitch out, and there's nothing doing. 0 gain on the play. Defense guessed run. It went to the defensive card. But even with no men in that zone, no yardage on an 8. Seahawks rank good against the run. So it's 2nd and 10 now for San Francisco. Same play call. Pitch out around the edge to Elijah Mitchell. Right back to the defensive card just to pick up a 3. So good breaks with the white die on this series for Seattle. Keeping those runs coming to their defensive card. Sets up 3rd and 7 now. Niners going to go into the shotgun now. Split out 3 wide receivers. Dennis shows the nickel blitz. And on 3rd and 7, Garoppolo back to pass. He is looking long and incomplete. Juwan Jennings was the target, and Garoppolo couldn't find it on his card. It's 4th and 7. And San Francisco will punt again from their 38 this time. Mitch Wisnowski with a 47-yard punt. A little bit more of a roll on top of that, and that rolls it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So a pretty nice punt. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. San Francisco offensively, a pair of 3 and outs. Seattle a 3 and out, and now here their second drive. Both teams looking for their first down. Seahawks from the 10. Here's a screen pass out to the left side, Rashad Penny. And actually, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Back him up. Offense is having a hard time getting kicked off here. And on 1st and 15, another run right at the middle, Rashad Penny. He's going to pick up 7, so he gets back the penalty yardage, a little bit more. And Seattle's 2nd and 8 at their 12. There's a little dump pass out to the right side. Will Dissly, tight end, has it. Just a short pickup of 5. Well, that sets up a very manageable 3rd down and 3 for Seattle at their 17. Chris Carson's going to come in for this 3rd down play. And on 3rd and 3, the Niners are going to stay in their nickel. Here's an off-tackle run to Chris Carson. He is keyed, so good call by the defensive coach, Rich Pierce. Let's see where the dice take us. And it's going to be a pickup of 1 yard. Carson on his card. It did go to the right column with the linebackers not stuffing the zone, but just a yard pickup makes it 4th and 2 Seattle at their 18. And assuming we're going to get a punt here, and it looks like we do have the punt formation in. So 3 and out again. We're still looking for a first down in this one. There's a nice punt by Michael Dixon, 52 yards, taken at the 30 and fair caught by Brandon Ayuk. 7:12 to go here in the first quarter in Seattle. NFC title game still scoreless and looking for a first down. The fact that these teams are having trouble getting just a first down makes me want to look and see how they did in their 2 matchups earlier this year. First down run up the middle, Elijah Mitchell, and he's got 6 on Seattle's defensive card. Sets up a 2nd down and 4. Seattle defeated San Francisco 12-7 in a defensive struggle way back in week 4. And beat them again 31-16 later on in the season. San Francisco flagged for holding on that run play. Sets up a 2nd and 14 now for the 49ers at their 26. There's a run up the middle, keeping it conservative. Elijah Mitchell goes right back to the defensive card, and he's got himself a 13-yard gain. Said +3, but there was a box there, and Mitchell took advantage of it and almost got himself a first down. Sets up a 3rd and 1, San Francisco at their 39. Opportunity to try to pick up the game's first down. Pro set formation. Elijah Mitchell, Kyle Juszczyk side by side. Garoppolo under center. Defense calls run and stuffs it up the middle. It's a square and pass. Deebo Samuel, receiver opportunity. Deebo's got it, 7 yards and a first down. And with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, for the first time, we can say move the sticks. Niners now 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Here comes another run. Elijah Mitchell going off tackle into a pass defense, and that's going to be 5 yards. Mitchell getting 5 with a good block from guard Lincoln Tomlinson. But another example of the Niners having trouble getting those runs off Seattle's defensive card to get those big gainers. 2nd and 5 into Seattle territory now at the 49-yard line. Seahawks bring that safety up close. They're showing blitz. And here comes a screen pass to the tailback again, Elijah Mitchell, and nothing doing. Good coverage there. And that makes it 3rd down and 5. Four minutes, 12 in the first quarter, neither team averaging 2.5 per play. 3rd and 5, and Garoppolo back to pass. He's looking short. George Kittle, and he's got it. First down yardage. There's a penalty, and that's going to be on Seattle. They'll decline it, obviously. And another first down for the 49ers, now at the 36-yard line of Seattle. And for the first time, we'll look at San Francisco's field goal kicker. He's good out through the 39-yard line at a 2 through 6, 11, and 12. 2 through 8, next zone up. There's a first down pass looking short again to George Kittle. And instead, Garoppolo is flushed. So 1st and 10, he's going to be flushed out, looking for another target. Yak opportunity here. And just going to be a 3-yard pickup on that one. Jeff Wilson with a short catch makes it 2nd and 7 at the Seattle 33. We mentioned Seattle's defense is good against the runs. They're rated poor against the pass. Here's a quick slant over the middle of the tight end, Kittle, and it's going to be a nice pickup, 13 yards. Kittle gets a first down. Defense gets pass, and receiver in the wrong column. Kittle's going to make noise in that column. 1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line of Seattle. Seattle's, or I should say San Fran's defense is similar to Seattle's. Average to good against the run, poor against the pass. Here's a first down pass, flat pass out to the side to Kyle Juszczyk, and he's got it. He beat the linebacker, and Juszczyk is going to get down to the 10. First down yardage. Outside linebackers are rated 0s for Seattle. And Coach Rich Pierce picking on him here. Into the red zone. 1st and goal at the 10 now. Seahawks are in the nickel. Back to pass, Garoppolo. A couple of receivers are double, but not Ayuk. That's who he's throwing to, but he's going to be forced to run, and Garoppolo is going to pick up 4. So 2nd and 6 now. Or I should say 2nd and goal at the 6. And the Niners switching to a full house backfield. Deebo Samuel joins Juszczyk and Elijah Mitchell back there. 4-3 blitz here from the defense. And here's a pitch out to the edge. Elijah Mitchell, and he's going to lose yardage and big yardage. Elijah Mitchell out of control, loses 8 yardage on end run right. Not only losing yardage, but enough that a short pass might have trouble getting the end zone here. It's 3rd and goal on the 14. So key play there by the defense. Still scoreless here. NFC title game late first quarter. 49ers, 3rd and goal up the San Francisco 14. They'll split out 3 wide receivers now. Juwan Jennings in the slot. Seahawks safety up close showing blitz out of the nickel. It is a short pass to Juwan Jennings. The double team was on Deebo. And it is going to be intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone from Seattle. And he is brought down immediately. Quandre Diggs picks it off. Garoppolo hits the 11 on his card. And this game remains scoreless on the game's first turnover. Quandre Diggs with an interception in the end zone. 1st and 10-20 now for Seattle. And now they're going to dial deep, and he's brought down again. Sack on the play, this time Eric Armstead. Russell Wilson loses 9 yards. It is 2nd and 19 at the 11. Seahawks stay in a blocking back set. Rashad Penny's the tailback, and it's going to be a 2nd down off-tackle run to Penny, and nothing doing as Penny hits 5 on his card. Boy, that is a scary-looking card on off-tackle wrong, but he did not get the roll he's looking for. And it's 3rd down and 19 as we have reached the end of the first quarter here in Seattle. Still scoreless, 0-0. Seahawks 3rd and 19 at their 11. San Fran drops into the 3-2-6 dime here. Here's a quick out pass to the tight end. They're going after a zero linebacker, but it's incomplete. Russell Wilson finding an empty spot on his card, so nothing doing for Seattle. And they punt away from their 11. And not a good punt either. 37 yards taken at the 48. And a nice return. Brandon Ayuk brings it back 15 yards. And San Francisco sets up 1st and 10 at the Seattle 33-yard line. So both teams now getting set up with an opportunity inside the 35-yard line after a sack and a bad punt. The Seahawks failed to capitalize earlier. We'll see what happens here for San Fran. Here's a square out pass to a double team. Brandon Ayuk, nice call by the defensive coach. 2 men in zone and incomplete on the defensive card. 2nd and 10. Good call there by Coach Dennis Crowley. We mentioned Crowley, a 4-time USFFL champion that has him in the Jason Goldberg Hall of Fame for coaches with 3 or more USFFL championships. 2nd and 10, and here's a run up the middle and nothing doing. Jeff Wilson going nowhere. 4 on the white die. Can't beat the tackle. And San Fran now 3rd and 10 at the 33. So Dennis Crowley and the Seahawks, he is 2 wins this game and the Super Bowl away from breaking the tie and becoming the first 5-time champion in the USFFL. 1 for the thumb. 3rd and 10, little flat pass and nothing doing there. Incomplete from Garoppolo to Deebo Samuel, finding an empty spot on the defensive card. 4th and 10 at the 33. Here comes a field goal from 50 yards away. No good. It was a 2-through-8 opportunity. And that was aided by the variable to get it to that. But he rolls a 9, and we remain scoreless. Seattle takes over at their own 40-yard line. 12:54 to go here in the second quarter. And Seattle right out of the gates with a 5-yard penalty, dead ball foul. Back them up. 3rd penalty of 5 yards like that for Seattle. Seahawks still looking for their first down of the game. There's an off-tackle run. Rashad Penny, and he's got a 1st down and more. Rashad Penny breaks off a 20-yard scramble off the left side. First and 10 at the San Francisco 45-yard line. Chris Carson in the game, and here's an off-tackle run from him and 8 more yards. 2nd and 2. Seattle run game finally starting to make a little noise here. 2nd and 2 at the 37. Defense guesses run. It's a button hook pass, incomplete. Russell Wilson actually rolled his interception split roll. Low odds of that. But it does set up 3rd and 2 at the San Fran 37. And from here, I think you can almost certainly expect it's 4-down territory for DC. 3rd and 2, here's a run off tackle. And that's going to be stuffed. Defense called run and went to the defensive card, and the onside left guard could not make the block. Damian Lewis fails to make the block. It is 4th and 2 Seattle at the San Fran 37. 2 tight end formation. Chris Carson stays in as your tailback. As predicted, he is going for it. 4-3 here from the Niners. Defense calls run. It is off tackle. Carson to the defensive card. A 1st down of 5 yards. Good call by the defense, but it went to a 0-man in zone, and he got the 1st down. Now at the 32-yard line. There's a dump pass out to the side. Will Dissly's got himself a yak opportunity and a good gain. 16 yards inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line for Seattle. Russell Wilson now 2 of 5 for 21 yards. All 21 to Will Dissly. Now from the 16-yard line. Defense gets his run. It's another short pass to Gerald Everett and incomplete. Gerald Everett had an opportunity on receiver wrong, and he missed it. 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson back to pass again, and he is brought down. Sack on the play. This time Nick Bosa has him. 2nd sack of the game for San Francisco, and it makes it 3rd and 18 at the 24. Here's a pitch out, Rashad Penny, and brought down immediately. Penalty on the play, though, is against San Francisco. It's just a 5-yard penalty, no first down. So now 3rd and 13 at the San Francisco 19-yard line. Free safety is indeed free. Russell Wilson's operating out of the shotgun. Gerald Everett is beside him. 3 wide receivers have split out. Nickel defense here from San Fran. They need 13. And that's doable on Russell Wilson's card. Short pass and incomplete. Went to the defensive card. He was targeting DK Metcalf. Incomplete. And 4th and 13 at the 19. Here comes a field goal attempt of 36 yards. Jason Myers puts it up, and it just gets through. 2 through 8, 11 and 12. He rolls an 8, and the Seahawks draw first blood at the 8:06 mark of the 2nd quarter and take a 3-0 lead here at home against the 49ers. Ensuing kickoff is a touchback, and San Fran taking over at their 25. There's a first down, run up the middle to Jeff Wilson, and he is shut down immediately. Nice play by Poona Ford. 4 on the white die. Could not beat that defensive tackle. Halfway through the 2nd quarter now. Neither team has 60 yards of offense. 3-0 Seattle. Dump pass out to the left side to George Kittle, but he is double teamed. Great call by the defense, and it's incomplete. As a matter of fact, it's incomplete with 2 men there, but they're forcing negative yardage because the 10 roll would have been negative yardage. So Kittle makes the catch and loses 3 yards. And San Francisco now 3rd and 13 at their own 22. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. Back to pass, Garoppolo. Looking short, Jawan Jennings is his target. Garoppolo is flushed. He's looking for another target. Ayuk's the man, and it's going to be receiver and incomplete. So nothing doing there. 4th and 13 now from their own 22. San Fran punts it away, and it's a good one. It's a 59-yard boomer for Mitch Wachowski. Fair caught by Freddie Swain, and with 6:18 to go before halftime, Seattle takes over at their own 19, 1st and 10. Quite an offensive struggle. And on first down, Seahawks are going to the ground game. Rashad Penny off tackle, left side. Actually, it's going to be a dead ball foul again. Seattle backs up 5 yards, 1st and 15. That's been a repetitive theme here. And there is an injury, it says, although it's not telling me who it is. 444 says that's on the defense. So we'll take a look at the injuries. Rich says he needs a second, so Nick Bosa, I assume, because it says Nick Bosa is injured for this game and won't be available for 1 more week. So the 2nd week Nick Bosa starts the game, and before halftime, out, and sure enough, Dennis comment, you rushed Bosa, needed more time. That's hilarious. Big injury, though, for Nick Bosa and for Rich Pierce. I should say. Coach of the Niners. Nick Bosa, obviously the left end 6, but more importantly, a 12 blitzer with an 8-star rating. Arden Key will come in to replace him, but nevertheless, a huge loss. So Rich is working that out right now, as he did about this time in the previous playoff round. Just over 6 minutes left before halftime. Seattle on top 3-0. Winner of this game will play the AFC champion, to be determined tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, as the New England Patriots travel to face the Los Angeles Chargers. And we're back and ready to go here. 1st and 15, Seattle from their 14. Rashad Penny, the tailback, in a blocking back set. Here's a dump pass to an empty zone, but it's incomplete nonetheless. Russell Wilson found a blank spot on his card, 2nd and 15. Russell Wilson struggling early here. 2 for 8 for just 21 yards. Second and 15 here. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett shut out so far. Here's a deep ball to Tyler Lockett. He is double teamed and incomplete. It did go the defensive card, one-man column, but still found a soft spot. And for Seattle, it is 3rd and 15 at their own 14. Seahawks in a blocking back formation. The Niners dropping back into a nickel. Might be a good time for a draw call here. Instead, it's a quick out pass to Will Dissly, and Disley's going to go incomplete. Receiver opportunity on his card as well. Couldn't convert. 4th and 15, Seattle punts here from their 14-yard line in this defensive struggle. Oh, and it's a shank job of a punt. Just 13 yards and an 8-yard return to boot from Brandon Ayuk, so a 5-yard net. Big break in the special teams game as Michael Dixon shanks a punt. And San Fran begins this drive in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of Seattle. Here's an off-tackle run. Jeff Wilson, and a big one, 9 yards. Jeff Wilson gets it down to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 1. Almost a perfect play when you consider you can still keep the flat pass in your wheelhouse of options here at the 10-yard line. And it being 2nd and 1, just a real good position to be in. Here's an off tackle into a pass defense. Elijah Mitchell, and he gets 5 yards. 1st down run for Elijah Mitchell. San Fran 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to go before halftime. San Fran trying to get on the scoreboard. Full house formation. 4-3 blitz from the defense. It's a sneak up the middle by the quarterback, and he rumbles into the end zone. The center makes the block and plows forward. Garoppolo gets in for a 5-yard touchdown run. The extra point is good. And with 3:36 to go before halftime, the 49ers have taken the lead on the road, 7-3. Here's the ensuing kickoff, and it is fumbled. Fumbled by Seattle inside the 20, and it is recovered by the 49ers. Back-to-back special teams gaffes from Seattle have set up the 49ers inside the 20. They just capitalized a second ago with a touchdown run to take the lead. It is 1st and 10 now at the 17-yard line. Here's a 1st down pass out to the flat. Kyle Juszczyk, and incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Wow, just a couple of bad special teams breaks back to back. Garoppolo now just 7 for 15, 40 yards. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Neither team with 75 yards of offense. 2nd and 10. It's a run up the middle to Elijah Mitchell on his card. Nothing doing. Good call from the defense. Dennis Crowley with the run call. Saved 5 yards. So 3rd and 10 now at the 17 for San Francisco. 2 through 10 field goal automatic pretty much from here. 2:24 to go before halftime. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers for San Fran. Seahawks showing the blitz from their safety. Back to pass Garoppolo. He's looking short for Deebo Samuel. He's got him. 1st down and more. 12 yards. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And that's going to run us down to the 2-minute warning. So a big 3rd down conversion there for San Fran. We've reached the 2-minute warning. 49ers are up 7-3. And they're on the doorstep looking for more. 1st and goal at the 5. Here's the full house formation again. 4-3 blitz from the defense. The defensive call is pass, but it's run up the middle. Elijah Mitchell going to get just 2 yards. Timeout called by Seattle. So Dennis wisely stopping the clock now at 1:52 to preserve a scoring opportunity for him. 2nd and goal now at the 3. Right guard failed to make the block on that play. And that cost them a touchdown. But it's 2nd and goal at the 3 here, still in the full house. 4-3 blitz from the defense. Here's another sneak from the quarterback, Garoppolo, into a run defense, and just 1 yard. Timeout again from the Seahawks. Their 2nd. Stops it at 1:45. It is 3rd and goal at the 2. Full house formation yet again. Wilson and Mitchell are the tailbacks. 4-3 blitz from the defense. Here's a sneak from the quarterback. Run defense is the call. San Fran wants it to go to the defensive card. I would think it does. 1 linebacker there. Touchdown, Garoppolo. On a 7, Garoppolo gets the yardage he needs. And his 2nd sneak touchdown in the last few minutes. Extra point is up and good, and the 49ers have opened up a 14-3 lead on the road after a couple of special teams gas from Seattle. And with 90 seconds to go before halftime, it's 14-3. And the 49ers go for the squib kick. Might not have been the best call there because Seattle takes over at the 44. I'd have to look. Let's see about the Seattle kick return. Yeah, there is a touchdown there. And good enough yardage to make it worth the risk. So I get what he's thinking. It did backfire, however. Seattle, 1st and 10 at their own 44. I say backfire. Sure didn't if the roll was going to be a touchdown, right? Minute 22 to go. Seattle 1 timeout. They trail by 11. Rashad Penny, the tailback, in a blocking back set. Here's an off-tackle run to Penny. He's keyed, and it doesn't matter. Rashad Penny picking up 15 yards on the defensive card as that one went to +5 with a box because there was no linebacker there. The key didn't matter. Seattle takes their last time out on that big run that crosses midfield. And it's 1st and 10 at the San Fran 41-yard line. So nice break there for the Seahawks. They'll stay in the blocking back set. Rashad Penny's got that breakaway ability. Even with 0 timeouts, Dennis might be willing to target him. Here's a dump pass, though, out to the right side. Will Dissly to the only zone with a linebacker in it. Incomplete on the quarterback card. It's 2nd and 10. And Russ Wilson still struggling. 2 for 11 in this game for Seattle. Just 2 completions here for Russ Wilson. Second and 10, still in the blocking back set with Penny as the tailback. Let's see what DC has in mind. And Dennis makes a good call here. It's an all-out blitz from the linebackers, but he's hitting a screen pass. The sack got through anyway. Russell Wilson is brought down again. Azeez Al-Shaair with a loss of 6 yards. 3rd and 16 now at the San Fran 47. I thought he made the right call, dumping it over the linebackers that were all blitzing, but they couldn't even get it off in time on the flat pass. It was actually a sack fumble opportunity. He missed the fumble roll, but more importantly, time off the clock now at 45 seconds. It's 3rd and 16 at the 47 of San Francisco. And still, Seattle stays in the blocking back formation. And timeout called there by San Francisco. I think San Fran, I think they were set up in a 4-3 defense, and they've just now changed it to 3-3-5. San Fran had that timeout to burn. 3rd and 16. Here's an off-tackle draw. Rashad Penny, and dead ball foul wipes away any run there. Seattle continues to struggle with pre-snap motion. And it's 3rd and 21. Seattle now back on their side of the field at the 48. San Fran stays in the nickel. We're 45 seconds left here. Here's a pitch out. Rashad Penny going for the edge, and he's going to get himself a 5-yard gain only. He does get out of bounds with 37 seconds left, but it's 4th and 16 at the San Fran 47. So punt formation here from Seattle. Does not look like they're going to. No, they are going to cough and corner it. And goes out of bounds at the 15. And San Fran will take it over there. 30 seconds to go. No house formation. I think we're going to go ahead and see this. Clock drained to halftime. Indeed. Jimmy Garoppolo takes a knee here. And the final seconds of the first half tick off. And defensive struggle here, but a couple of special teams mistakes, a terrible 13-yard punt that gave up 7 points to San Fran, and then also on the ensuing kick that put San Fran again in the red zone, and that was another that was the result. A couple of sneak touchdowns from Jimmy Garoppolo, and San Fran's up 14-3 at halftime. Halftime yardage, San Fran outgained them 89-62, limiting Seattle to just 4 first downs. Great defense in that first half. First down, short pass, and actually, let's see, it is going to be, I stand correct, a little dump pass, 7 yards. Russell Wilson hits Rashad Penny on that one, 2nd and 3. Seattle at their own 32-yard line. Wilson back to pass, looking long. He's going to be running with it instead, and he's brought down again. Must-run column. Result is 0, and it's a sack that results by Fred Warner. 3rd down and 3. That is 5 sacks of Russell Wilson in this game. And on 3rd and 3, he's back to pass, looking long. DK Metcalf, the target, but flushed out of the pocket. He sees he's doubled, which he is, and he goes instead to the dump pass, and it's a good call. That's a 16-yard gain on that one. Gerald Everett. So a good call by the defense, doubling up the outside receivers, but Russell Wilson adapts, hits Everett on the dump pass for a first down. Seattle out to their 48. There's a screen pass out to the right side. Rashad Penny is going to get 5 on that one, 2nd down. These two teams played to a 12-7 game early in the season. They're having another defensive struggle here. There's an incomplete pass. Russell Wilson was targeting Disley. Nothing doing on the one-man column defensively. So 3rd and 5. Just across midfield at the San Fran 47. Defense calling run, but it's a quick out pass, but just a 1-yard gain, again hitting the defensive card. These two teams are just finding the wrong card with that white die to get the yardage they need to put up a lot of points tonight. 4th and 4 at San Fran's 46. Seattle's going to go for it here, trailing 14-3. Rashad Penny in as your tailback in the blocking back formation. San Fran going to operate out of a nickel. No. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. This is his game. This is what he does. Good call, though. Defense is going to key on the running back, but instead it's a screen pass to that running back. Rashad Penny with a yak opportunity. And Rashad Penny, good yardage. Big first down carry. And the penalty is against against Seattle. So a big 28-yard reception. Snake eyes on the yak. Wipes off that play, and they're punting. 4th and 14, they punt it. And from inside the 20, it is returned 15 yards out to the 22. So Seattle really struggling with penalties in this game. A lot of pre-snap penalties, and then a big one there on 4th down. They've also had a big sack on 4th down. 6 penalties, 35 yards for Seattle. There's a quick flat pass for a single yard there to Deebo Samuel. It's 2nd and 9. 2nd down run around the edge to Elijah Mitchell. Going to pick up just 4. And it's 3rd and 5. San Fran from their 27. San Fran still up by 11. Difference in this game has been on 3rd downs, where the 49ers are 4 for 9 converting. And Seattle is 1 for 9 converting. Here's another opportunity. 3rd and 5. Defense is going to key on the running back, but it's a short pass to the fullback. Kyle Juszczyk, incomplete. Juszczyk, short pass wrong on his card. Couldn't get it, and it's 4th and 5. San Fran has to punt. And Wisnowski with a 48-yard punt. Going to roll an additional couple yards and settle in at the 22. That's where Seattle will take over. 9:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Seattle with the ball. They trail 14-3. First down pass out to the side, incomplete to Will Disley. And holding penalty on the offense. Seattle again. Offensively committing penalties. So 1st and 20 now for Seattle at their own 12. Little flat pass to Disley is incomplete. And Disley blows a good opportunity on flat pass wrong on his card. Misses it. 2nd and 20. Well, 2nd and 20, back to pass, looking long and into a run defense. Opportunity on 2nd and 20 to steal one, and incomplete. Russell Wilson misses it on his card. Hit the 3. Right below that is plus 31. And there's 3 other completions plus receiver, but that is not how it's going offensively for Seattle tonight. Russell Wilson now 6 of 18 on the game for 50 yards. 3rd and 20. Seahawks from their 12. 3 wide receivers. Wilson out of the shotgun. Deep dime defense here from the 49ers. Coach Rich Pierce dialing up some heavy defense in this game so far. Needing 20 for the first down, I'd expect Rich to probably keep that extra safety deep here. He does indeed. Here's the short pass. Freddie Swain's the target. It's good, complete for 12. But that just sets up a 4th and 8. Seattle from their 24. And they're going to punt it away. Michael Dixon gets a good one here. 56 yards. Fielded it at the 20-yard line. Ayuk returns it for 8 and halfway through the 3rd quarter now. San Francisco, 1st and 10 at their 28. Leading 14-3. There's a run up the middle. Jeff Wilson and a pickup of 5. Wilson had an opportunity of 15 on a defensive card split roll, 2 through 7 and 12. So decent odds. Misses it, though. 2nd and 5 at the 33. Wilson again off tackle. Defense is guess and run, but it's still 5 yards and a first down as Wilson beats the tackle, put it forward with a 5 on the white die. Move the sticks. And that run has put San Fran over 100 yards offense. They've now outgained Seattle 104-103. There's a deep pass. Jimmy Garoppolo incomplete. Caught the defense looking run on first down and just misses it. 3, 4, 5, 6 were all completions, and 7 is incomplete. 7's the roll, 2nd and 10. Niners back to the run game off tackle, and Elijah Mitchell's got 6 going to the left side. Hit the defensive card for that one. It's 3rd and 4. Elijah Mitchell just 3.3 per carry on the day. Rashad Penny, much better, it looks like, 8.3. There's a run up the middle, 5 yards and a first down, Elijah Mitchell. San Fran up near midfield at their. Here's a pitch out to Mitchell for 4 on the defensive card. 3rd straight run call for San Francisco. Wow. A lot of possessions in a defensive struggle. Back to pass, looking short. It's incomplete. Garoppolo was targeting George Kittle. Garoppolo, 9 of 20 for 53 yards. It's 3rd down and 6. There's a pitch out to Elijah Mitchell. He's going to try to get the edge. Goes to his card, and Mitchell is brought down. Just a gain of 3, and it's successful containment that brings him down. It should have been a 27-yard gain on his card. So a good containment there by Dennis with a big save at a critical time. Sets up a 4th and 3 now at the 44 of Seattle. And so Rich Pierce is thinking about it. And he is indeed going to punt up 14-3. And I like the call. I understand why it's tempting to go for it, but you've held Seattle to 3, and you needed 2 special teams breaks to get to the scores you got in some ways. So, continue to put the pressure on. Here's a coffin corner punt. Goes out of bounds at the 15. And that's where Seattle will take over. That's just my opinion anyway. Hope everybody's okay with me sharing that. Like to just, one man's opinion. But yeah, I like it. Pin Seattle back. Make them try to away again. 1st and 10 at the 15. Seattle starts with a dump pass out to the side. Gerald Everett's going to pick up 6. Certainly had better opportunities on his card on wrong, but 2nd and 4 now after that play. And here's another quick out pass, this time to Will Dissly, and he's got a 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Capitalizing on the 0-man column defensive card. 1st and 10 at the 34 now for Seattle. Back to pass again and looking long, this time going to Lockett, but he's going to scramble. Brought down just after a yard. Almost another sack. Eric Armstead does make the tackle, though, after just 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Seattle at their own 35. And here's a draw into a pass call, but just a 3-yard run. Rashad Penny on his card on wrong. Didn't get the kind of roll you'd expect or hope. And it's 3rd and 6, Seattle. At their own 38, and Seattle on the day, 1 for 10 on 3rd downs. Defense gets his pass to pitch out to Penny. He's going to try to get there. He does, but there's a penalty, and it is against San Fran, so it's declined. It's a 1st down run. Just the 2nd 1st down on 3rd downs all day for Seattle. 1st and 10 now at their own 44. Back to pass, Wilson looking short. DK Metcalf has it. 1st down across midfield at the San Fran 43-yard line. Seahawks now driving. DJ Dallas in, and he's going to take the 1st down carry just to pick up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. That is the end of the 3rd quarter here in the NFC title game in Seattle. The home team is trailing 14-3, San Fran on top. Here's a 2nd and 7 run. Rashad Penny, 1st down and more, inside the 20, inside the 15, but there is penalties, and it is offsetting. Wipe away a plus 32. Wow. Offsetting penalties. It's 2nd and 7 again from the San Fran 40. Defense guesses run, but it's a pass. Russell Wilson looking deep again. Gerald Everett the target and incomplete. Oh, literally hit the only incompletion, nestled in between about 4 possible good outcomes. 3rd and 7 now for the Seahawks. Blocking back formation, Rashad Penny, the tailback. Nickel defense here from the 49ers. Back to pass and looking long to Gerald Everett. Been some aggressive play calling here in the 2nd half from Seattle. Russell Wilson on his card and incomplete. Russell Wilson got the 11 roll, interception split roll opportunity, misses it. And it's 4th and 7, and the Seahawks are going to go. So 14 minutes, 6 seconds left in this game. Seahawks at home trail 14-3. They have a 4th and 7 at the San Fran 40. 3 wide receivers have split out. Freddie Swain is in. DJ Dallas, the tailback. Wilson in the shotgun, looking deep. DK Metcalf is the target. And 0 men in zone. Receiver the opportunity, and incomplete. DK Metcalf cannot get it on long pass right on his card. and it is a turnover on downs. It was a 0-man column opportunity, but a 6-roll set it up as receiver, and DK couldn't make the clutch catch. San Fran with another turnover on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 40 now. Here's a first down run. Jeff Wilson up the middle, just a 1-yard pickup. So it has been tough sledding for Seattle on offense. Just 8 first downs, 2 for 12 on third downs, 1 for 3 on fourth downs, 148 yards of offense. Ironically, San Fran, just 123 yards of offense in this game. And they're leading by 11 in the fourth quarter. Crazy. 2nd and 9. Here's an off-tackle run. Elijah Mitchell. And that's going to be 0 yards. That was a plus 32 had a linebacker not been in the zone on that off-tackle run. So credit Coach Dennis Crowley trying to stay in this game. Put a linebacker there when needed it most. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. San Fran 3rd and 9 at their own 41. 12 plus minutes left here in the NFC title game. 3 wide receivers are splitting out. Nickel blitz from Seattle, back to pass. Garoppolo looking short. He's forced, though, out of the pocket, and he's going to do a dump pass to Brandon Ayuk. Yak opportunity for Ayuk. He needs 9, and he's going to get himself just 5 yards on that one. So 4th and 4 for San Francisco at their own 46. 12 minutes to go. I assume on their side of the field they're going to punt this. If they punted earlier, I would assume this one's going to be well. He might be thinking about it, which makes me wonder. But indeed we get the punt formation. So 12 minutes, 18 seconds left. Seattle going to get the ball probably deep in their territory. Still down 14-3. And it's going to be a 46-yard punt. Oh, I think that's dead inside the 5-yard line, and it is. Beautiful punt. He got the 6-yard roll that dropped it at the 2-yard line. And that's where Seattle will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line. 12 minutes left in this one. Seattle, the home fans restless. Down by 11. Here's a first down run off tackle to Rashad Penny. And he's got 6 yards on the defensive card. Second down and 4. Rashad Penny on the day, 10 carries, 73 yards. And he's going at him again. Pitch out around the edge, and it's going to be a nice one. First down yardage. 7 yards on that play. Up to the 15-yard line now. Still plenty of time in this one. If you're Seattle, you just got to be patient. And just as I say that, back to pass, looking deep. Going to Tyler Lockett. It's incomplete. There is a penalty, and it's a good one if you're Seattle. Defensive pass interference. So Coach Dennis Crowley stays aggressive, gets the penalty yardage here. And it is 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 40. And back to pass, looking long again. Linebackers are blitzing, but he gets it off. DJ Metcalf is incomplete. Incomplete on the defensive card. 1 man in zone, 2nd and 10. 10.5 minutes left to go. Well, if you're Seattle, even if you could get a field goal at some point here, you get your mind back into that one-score game. There's a little flat pass out to the right side, Gerald Everett, and he's got a good 9 yards on that one. Doesn't quite get the first down, but 3rd and 1. Seattle at their 49. And if you know Dennis Crowley at all, you know this is 4-down territory. I guess you're down 11. It would be for anybody. Blocking back formation. Chris Carson comes in as the tailback. But Dennis is going to be more aggressive, looking to pass short. Metcalf has it, 1st down yardage, and a personal foul on top of that. So San Fran started to get the penalty yardage to help the opponent. That gets it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Seattle now on the move, 1st and 10. DK with his 2nd catch of the game. A little pass out to the right side, Will Dissly, and he's got himself 4 yards, but there's a penalty, and Seattle flagged for holding. So now 1st and 20 at the San Francisco 34-yard line. There's a little flat pass, incomplete. Russell Wilson hit the interception split roll on his card. He's not generally going to hit those interceptions, but 2nd and 20 now at the 34. There's an off-tackle run. It's into a pass defense, and it hits a good number all the way down to the 1-yard line. Rashad Penny, who could not get his card for most of this game, finally gets a plus 33 on the defensive card on Snake Eyes, and it is 1st and goal, Seahawks at the 1-yard line. Rashad Penny now over 100 yards rushing after that big gainer. Full house formation. Here's the sneak from Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. And with 8 minutes, 6 seconds to go, the fans are finally on their feet. Russell Wilson quiets them down as they're going to go for 2. It's 14-9. They're going to try to cut this to a 3-point game. The key is on the running back Carson, and it's a good key, but he's brought down for no gain. There's a holding penalty against Seattle, so I assume that's going to be declined. Am I seeing that right? Indeed. So the 2-point conversion fails, but the touchdown makes this a new game. San Fran now leads 14-9. And 7 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the NFC Championship game. Niners protecting a 5-point lead and have the ball at their 29. Credit Dennis Crowley for just sticking with it and finally getting through. There's a 1st down pass short to Kittle, and it's good for 13 yards. There's a nice drive starter as Jimmy Garoppolo gets back to 50%, 11 of 22 for 71 yards. More than half of those yards to Kittle. San Fran now at the 42. There's a button hook pass over the middle. Empty zone there from the defense. And a yak opportunity for Elijah Mitchell, and he's going to get a 1st down across midfield, 13 yards to the Seattle 45-yard line. Under 7 minutes to go. Safety up close, showing blitz for Seattle out of the 4-3. Here comes a screen. Attacking the 0-rated linebackers on the outside for Seattle. But here comes the sack. Brought down as Garoppolo, and he fumbles the ball. It is on the ground. Here comes the roll. Let's see who has it. And it looks like it's picked up by San Fran. But a big loss on that one. Sack on the play by Al Woods. Loss of 7, and it is 2nd and 17. Back at the 48-yard line. And I think that fumble roll opportunity was a 1 through 5 or a 2 through 6 or something. Definitely a dangerous team to get brought down on a sack if you're worried about a fumble. 2nd and 17. Here's an off tackle left side to Elijah Mitchell just to gain a 3 yards. Nothing doing on the defensive card. 3rd and 14. Seattle defense trying to get a stop here and force a punt. They trail by 5. It is 14-9, San Francisco. 5 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in this game. 3 wide receivers are going to split out here for San Fran. Ayuk's in the slot. Jennings and Sam sides, back to pass. Looking short, it's to the tailback, Elijah Mitchell, but brought down. Another sack from Seattle. Darrell Taylor gets them, a loss of 9 yards. 4th down and 23. San Fran back at their 42. And here comes the punt. And taken at the 10 by Freddie Swain. Fair catch. And with 4 minutes, 48 seconds left to go, Seattle with the ball. At their own 10-yard line, they trail 14-9. Here's a first down pass, quick out to Disley, and it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Russell Wilson just 12 of 30. For 115 yards. Both teams struggling. Seattle, though, is over 200 yards of offense. San Fran just 141 yards now. 2nd and 10. There's a pitch out to Penny, and it's just going to be a gain of 1. And already 3rd and long here for Seattle. 3rd and 9 at their 11. Gaining 9 yards. San Fran drops into the nickel. Winner advances to the USFFL Super Bowl. Back to pass and looking deep to Tyler Lockett. Empty zone as the safety was doubling someone else here. So an opportunity if it goes to the defensive card for Seattle. But he's flushed from the pocket. So we got a second opportunity. This one's going to Rashad Penny. 0-minute zone, and it's going to be first down yardage. 13 yards. Rashad Penny out of bounds as well at the 24-yard line. 3:36 to go. And a big 3rd down conversion for Seattle, just their 4th of the game. But even that stat is evened up between these two teams. As Seattle's made some hay here in the second half. Here's a first down run going to the edge. Rashad Penny. In fact, he's brought down. No gain and does not get out of bounds. Penny had the wrong column on his card, but rolled a 5. Bad break. Hawks, 2nd and 10. And Rashad Penny is fatigued. And not at the best time, but he's going to pitch out to him anyway. And he's brought down. 7-yard loss. Credit the defense for calling to key him. Rich Beers with the bold key call on 2nd and 10. And brings him down for a 7-yard loss. Huge play. It's 3rd and 17. Seattle from their 17-yard line. Three wide receivers, dime defense here. It's a square and pass. Empty zone, good call. Freddie swings the target, short gains the roll on his card, and it's going to be 15 yards. Not quite a first down, but a big, big gainer. Sets up a 4th and 2 as we reach the 2-minute warning here in Seattle. And the home team coming out of the 2-minute warning is staring at a 4th and 2. Seattle at their own 32. Chris Carson comes in for short yardage. Blocking back formation. Big call here. Dennis been doing the 4th down game all year. He's 1 for 3 today. Carson's a short yards running specialist, I think, but scary to run, needing that 2. With just 3 linebackers, I think a flat pass is probably my call to somebody. You got the 5s at defensive tackle for San Francisco and not the best run blocking up front. It's okay. Big 4th and 2. Waiting on the play call here from Dennis Crowley. Right at the 2-minute warning. Pass call from the defense. Off tackle to Chris Carson. Opportunity to pick up the first down. On his card, Carson's got himself a short gain and a clutch one. 11 yards. Actually, it's going to be a containment. It says actually capped. So a low usage cap, but he did get 4 yards. Should have been 11, but got what he needed for the first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. 3 wide receivers split out now for Seattle. Nickel defense here from San Francisco. Both teams all 3 timeouts. There's a flat pass to the left side. Freddie Swain's got 6 yards. He does not get out of bounds. Clock is winding. Seattle with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to burn one here. They do not. They let this clock run. Now 1 minute, 37 seconds left. 2nd and 4. Seattle at their own 42. Trailing by 5. Still 3 wide receivers. DJ Dallas, still your tailback. And Geno Smith is in at quarterback. I just noticed. Here's a square out pass. And a first down, DK Metcalf. He does not get out of bounds. And the Seahawks take their first time out. 90 seconds left to go in this one. 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 49. Let's take a look first at the injuries. Did I miss Russell Wilson getting hurt? I did. Russell Wilson is hurt, and Geno Smith is in. Russell Wilson will be available for the Super Bowl if the Seahawks can come back with their backup quarterback, Geno Smith, and advance. So Dennis, handicapped with a backup quarterback and a star halfback who is fatigued. Down 5, 90 seconds left near midfield. Got to have the tutty. That fatigued tailback, Rashad Penny, is the tailback here in a blocking back set. Back to pass, Geno Smith looking short, and it's incomplete. He was targeting DK Metcalf, and on his card, incomplete. Successful double team on DK. There still were a couple opportunities on Geno's card. Minute 22 to go now here. Rashad Penny still the tailback. Off tackle, he was keyed. Good call by the defense and a 2-yard loss. I tell you, Rich Pierce defensively has had a couple of really gutsy run calls at gutsy moments that have worked out well for him. Both on second down. This one sets up a 3rd and 12 now for Seattle. At their own 47, Seahawks just burnt their second timeout. Now just one remaining. So they got 2 plays to get 12 yards here. Minute 15 to go. Geno Smith has a legit card, carded at 95 attempts. If you got to have a backup card to get you into the Super Bowl, that's probably who you want. Here's a little quick slant over the middle, and it's incomplete. There's a penalty, and it is a personal foul on the defense. March off the yardage, 15 and a first down. Huge break for the Seahawks. And now a minute 7 left in this game. 1st and 10, Seahawks at the San Francisco 38-yard line. Field goal does them no good. Seattle still has 1 timeout. 3 wide receivers splitting out here. DJ Dallas is in as the tailback. There's a little flat pass right side of the tight end, Will Dissly. And that's going to be complete, just a gain of 5 yards, but he does get out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for Will Dissly. Geno Smith now 3 of 5. 2nd and 5 at the San Francisco 33-yard line. Exactly a minute left in this game. Seahawks now in a blocking back set. Extra receiver goes off the field. Rashad Penny returns. And it's going to be a little dump pass again to the tight end, Dissly, and incomplete. Geno Smith get the interception split roll on his card. But like Russ Wilson, he doesn't throw a lot of picks. So 3rd and 5 now at the San Fran 33-yard line. Big call here. Seahawks operating out of the shotgun. Gerald Everett right beside Geno Smith. '49ers and a nickel defense here. One of these 2 teams is about to advance to the USFFL Super Bowl. Big 3rd down pass. It's a flat pass to Freddie Swain, linebacker in zone to the defensive guard. It gets 4, and there's a holding penalty on the offense. That was going to set up a 4th and 1. But, of course, San Fran takes the penalty over a 4th and 1. So it's 3rd and 15 now. San Fran has put Seattle 3rd and 15 at San Francisco's 43. So 2 plays to get 15 yards. Seattle still has a timeout. Back to the shotgun again, Geno Smith. This time, San Fran drops back to the dime defense. Coach Crowley finally gets the call in. It's a dump pass to the right side to double team receiver. Incomplete. He was going to Will Dissly, who he's been targeting a lot tonight. Rich Pierce got it the right call that time. 2-minute zone on the defensive card. Incomplete. And with 37 seconds left, Seattle's season has been reduced to a 4th and 17. Last chance for Dennis and the Seahawks if they can get the 17 yards, they still can get there. And they're only, this game is not over, but he obviously has got to make noise now on this play. And there's going to be 2 men in that long zone, and I don't know how you target anything other than a long pass. I might expect him to go long to that Gerald Everett, who's back beside Geno Smith. Nick Bosa's out, of course, with the injury. But both of these teams have been getting to the quarterback today. I think there's probably been 9 sacks. I'd check it, but I don't want to miss this big play. "37 seconds left." Seahawks need 17 yards to stay alive. I don't think they have anything. There's a B. There's a couple of Bs. That's the yak they have on the field. Disley or Swain would be the target probably if he's looking for a dump pass. Geno Smith, not a running quarterback, other than must run. And Dennis is indeed going to dial deep, going to Freddie Swain. 2 other guys were double teamed, so he did get a free target. Looks like just 1 man in the zone to the quarterback's card. Must run, and he is not going to get there. Russell Wilson brought down at the 36-yard line, and that is where San Fran will take over. And Coach Rich Pierce and the San Francisco 49ers are a couple of snaps away from advancing. We'll see if the Seahawks will take that timeout. I sure would. It's a Super Bowl trip on the line. Garoppolo takes a knee. There's the timeout. And unless we have a snap fumble here, we're going to be done. Seattle out of timeouts. And there's a holding penalty that makes it a dead ball foul. 3rd and 12. And again, all we need is that snap to get off cleanly. And it does indeed. Garoppolo takes a knee, and we are done in Seattle as the San Francisco 49ers and Rich Pierce have advanced to the USFFL Super Bowl this year. They took down the number 1 seeded Green Bay Packers. They took down the number 2 seeded Seattle Seahawks. And if I was better prepared, I'd be ready to tell you who they took down in the wild card round. But the wild card San Fran 49ers advanced with a 10-7 record to the playoffs and eclipsed the NFC field to make it to the Super Bowl. That is awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and check in. We welcome Dennis Crowley to the broadcast. Welcome, Dennis. How are you?
I'm good. It was a good game. At least I had a shot there at the end. Rich made some nice calls, but just a little too much to overcome.
Yeah. Talk about kind of what you thought swung the game for you.
Well, short fields in the first half, and one was a fumble kick return, another was a 13-yard punt, and then it was like a Sisyphusian task in the second half. You'd get a good play and then a penalty. You get a good play and then a penalty. It just, or you get a good play and then you get a great call by Rich and you lose 7 yards on a key, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
so it was just too many large down and distances to overcome. But like I said, happy that I was able to still get a chance. Congratulations, Rich. How are you?
Dude, I this was like my Super Bowl here. I thought beating the Packers was my Super Bowl, but I told my son, I said, I'm going up against the GOAT tonight, and things aren't going to be looking good. And as you're coming down the drive, he goes, I got to watch what happens here. He doesn't know too much about the game. I go, it's just a matter of time before I lose this game. He's done this thousands of times.
Well,
but listen, you were not getting many rolls tonight, man. You could not complete a long pass. And a lot of flat passes were incomplete. I find myself extremely fortunate to win in that game with only 14 points. So it was,
the sacks were a big part of it too. A lot of, not a lot of good matchups on the right side for either of our lines, but Rich's came through a little bit more than mine did on the pass rush. So, and then losing Russ at the end, I needed him in that last drive. So.
I thought the backup is pretty good on this team, though, isn't he?
He is very good.
Yeah.
But you take away the long pass a little bit. You have to flat it, work your way down the field.
Yeah.
So it was an exciting game. It was a good game. Like I said, I was just happy to, every time you face the Niners, it's like, okay, I got all those great yak receivers, Tebow, Kittle, even the halfbacks are good. And you have to figure out, do you want to call run? And try to stop Mitchell, or do you want to call pass and let Mitchell short gain you to death? We saw what happened to the Packers with Elijah Mitchell. So I wanted to keep him in check today, and I was fortunate to a lot of the rolls landed on the D card. But let's face it, this team has some holes, and I did pretty good all year covering them up. But in the end, poor pass blocking, missing that right tackle. That would have been nice to have a 5 rated pass blocker against the 8 Arden Key, even after Bosa left.
I don't play with the run block ratings up, but it didn't seem like Bosa got too many of those sacks. Was it because he pressured him and they gave him to someone else? I thought Key had a couple of those sacks, didn't he?
Well, Bosa was out injured. After he went out injured, yeah, Key was in the game and he did his damage.
No, Key started at the other end.
Oh, okay. So you just moved him over.
Yeah, so when I had to swap, I had to move Key over and brought Eckerbaum or whatever his name is back in because he was a 4.6 and I wanted the 0.8 in there. So
well, we can look at the box score.
Yeah, but it would have to go with looking at the game as it went through as far as who had the pressure. I mean, as far as who they awarded the sacks to, I don't know.
Right.
I think Bosa had it on one of them, but I thought the other guys came up strong on the pass rush. I wasn't expecting that.
For sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying I was hoping that Bosa would have been able to do a lot of damage, but every time I looked down real quick, it looked like it might have been some of the other guys, but I don't know. But
yeah,
listen, you didn't get many breaks, to be honest with you. You deserve better, but I got to be honest with you, I don't feel sorry for you, Dennis.
I'm
you're one of the best coaches in this game, and the luck Lady Luck wasn't with you tonight. I mean, just many, and I was just sitting here waiting for the dice to turn. I said he's missed all these flat passes. He can't hit the long gain. He's missing the receivers. Like it's just a matter of time, and the dice never ran. Dice never turned.
Yeah, it's not often that you win a game when you only get 138 yards of total offense. So the defense
is that what I had?
there.
138.
Yeah, the defense was there. The penalties hurt. Penalty yardage was even, but I got that big pass interference play on that one touchdown drive. Or was that the last drive? Well, one of those I got a 25-yard penalty to help me out.
Yeah.
But just too much to overcome.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think you were accurate when you said you just couldn't cover up all the holes. I think you did cover up all the holes. I just think the dice beat you. That's what I think happened.
Yeah,
I think I mean you did cover up the holes if you held me to whatever you said it was like less than 200 yards.
Yeah, I think on that last double team pass to Disley, I was going to that a little too much. You doubled him correctly, but it was a white die 6.
I
And
saw
think
that.
if I throw it to the Inties look-in zone, that's a 23-yarder, even
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
coverage.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you guys maybe were just covering this, but it's amazing to me as San Fran wins this game, just 138 yards of offense and 2.5 yards per play. But so both teams were just playing incredible defense, but it was late in the game when those back-to-back special teams mistakes happened, where you had the 13-yard punt from the Seattle punter that set up San Fran inside the 20. And then after they got a touchdown, the ensuing kickoff was fumbled, and they got it right back inside the 20. And those were the two touchdowns. So neither of those touchdowns were on drives outside of the 20-yard line even. But sometimes, it's I often say it's when the breaks happen is as important as how many of them you get.
Yeah,
And-
Jimmy
and
G
the
got down there earlier and he got picked. So I was sniffing around early, but Jimmy G came into true form.
We're gonna look into changing the rules because both those touchdowns were sneaks by Jimmy Garoppolo. We have to change that rule where Kittle gets behind his butt and pushes him in.
No, that's pushing from behind anymore.
One of them was like a 7-yard run or something like that.
Yeah, the offensive center. Yeah. I don't know. I thought you were going to key on one of those guys. So that's why I just said, let's see what happens here. So.
That's the secret weapon right there. Jimmy G up the middle. So
yeah.
Well, Rich, you got the Super Bowl on the horizon. Congratulations on the big win tonight, taking down, as you put it, the GOAT. I couldn't agree more. And so now you got either the Patriots or the Chargers. We'll find out tomorrow night. Any preference?
That I haven't played either one of those guys. I haven't really looked at the teams. I know from playing in another league that the Patriots have a very good pass defense. So, that would be tough. I don't know. The Chargers seem to be, more of an offensive team than a defensive team, I think. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll do a little bit of pregame analysis, I guess. But
yeah,
another big play was the 2-point conversion. If I converted that there.
Yeah.
I'd be almost in field goal range.
Yeah.
So didn't think about that. I mean, obviously the game could have played out differently because of that, but
early on, you both had several scoring opportunities that just fizzled out on either turnover on downs. Like there was a missed field goal. You guys were just scratching and clawing just to get an opportunity for points. It was my kind of game. I like those games.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, thanks for staying up late, Tim. I know this is like way late for you. So.
Yeah, it is, but I'm happy to do it, especially if come USFFL playoff time. Congrats again, Rich.
Good deal. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Take care, guys.
All right, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night, everybody, for the AFC title game as the New England Patriots and Dennis Young will be traveling on the road to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Until then, signing out.